We'll talk about the episode real quick. So it said, so the ball wasn't Karaito now, was it? Listen, shut up, man. Yo, but I try to think outside the box. You didn't think it would be that straightforward. It would just literally be what you thought it was. My prediction was that it was gonna be Karaidon or like Roaring Moon or something in the ball. I didn't think they would go straight to Rayquaza. The last episode ends with Amateo trying to take the pendant and all. So let me see. There's like a bunch of pictures here. So this is when he's trying to snatch the pendant. While he's snatching the pendant, you have his team members like using Whirlwind to keep like the actual like strong characters that could help away. So they're keeping like Frida away here. When they're going for the pendant, obviously she summons the shield again, except the baby Tropius doesn't come out this time. But reacting to her pendant, then this guy's ball starts to glow as well. And then, okay, this is actually the sick moment of the episode. So they have to actually fight Amateo now. So he puts his Corviknight away and he sends out Cerulege, like an actual battle between them. And obviously, he was stronger than even Freed. There's no way they're gonna beat this guy, but they do something cool where it's a double battle against him. And they try to do their strategy where they misdirect and stuff, but this guy's just way too overpowered, so he like easily beats them. And then these guys they start glowing. So I think it's their overgrow and blaze ability activating. So they get a bit stronger and they pull off one strategy where they land a blow on him. But really, Amateo is just toying with them, so he like easily beats them. When he says finish them, and everyone got scared. What? Why? Like, was he gonna kill them? No, right?
Nah, that's just anime writing.
Anime writing, right?
It's just to make some prompt happen.
Yeah. So like they're concerned, obviously. So first her pendant glows, and then his ball. It always shows his ball reacting to the pendant. So then his ball glows, and look at this. The ball opens, splits the sky, and it's freaking Rayquaza after all, bro. Listen, I didn't want it to be Rayquaza, but it worked out. He didn't stay for too long, and they made him look menacing. So first thing Rayquaza does is, first off, he's like mini terastallized. So I still stand by the idea that maybe he could get a Terastal for him. What the heck? Is he this big? Why is he showing this big? Okay, so he says the ball wasn't empty. I never thought it would have a black Rayquaza. Okay, what did you think of that? He literally knows what Rayquaza is, Roy.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Usually people are clueless about these things. So he knows what Rayquaza is, and then Freed knows what Rayquaza is, but they're also like pointing out that it's a black Rayquaza. These guys don't know what it is, so that kept it realistic. The Rayquaza uses like Draco Meteor and is just like wrecking havoc. And so the evil dudes, they retreat. And this guy's like, he wants the Rayquaza to go back in the ball. I don't know why he thought this would work, but I can't even tell if the Rayquaza has mad or not. But it looks like he looks at like Lico's pendant and then he just flies off. Roy might have been told about them or big legends and myths. Actually, that's probably what it is because he's a big legends guy, right? It looks like he sees Lico's pendant and then flies off. So he's gone now at least. So his appearance was very brief. So it can work out. I don't mind that it was a Rayquaza. I still think Kratom would have been pretty sick. But they're obviously building something up. Oh, yeah. And then they ask this grandpa. And the grandpa says that the Black Rayquaza, that it was once like friends with the Ancient Adventurer. He says the legendary Pokemon that once obeyed the Ancient Adventurer. So what the grandpa says is that he found the Pokemon when he was young. And that he heard like just this myth that there was an ancient traveler and he had the Black Rayquaza. But he never actually thought something was in the ball. But I wonder that since the ball went to him, even if it washed up on the beach, and then went to Roy, I wonder if somehow Roy and the grandpa would end up being like descendants of the ancient traveler. So the rest of the episode is pretty straightforward. Roy, he befriends the Fuecoco and he joins the airship. And so his goal is to find the Rayquaza and catch it, and also raise Fuecoco to be as strong as the Charizard. Oh yeah, there's this moment here where his grandpa lets him go. Oh, here's a picture of the Ancient Traveler. Now, sometimes when they show silhouettes, they don't necessarily stick to them. But I wonder if this guy is like the ancestor to this guy. And I also wonder how long ago this goes back. It's weird that this guy has a Rayquaza. Okay, this is something you called out last time. So this is like some actual Akatsuki stuff. So they show Amateo back in the actual evil team hideout. He's here. There's that weird mustache dude that we saw earlier. And he's like reporting what happened. and they hype up this other character beside him to take the task instead. Can we even see what he? Oh, you can see them pretty well. You could just straight out see their face. So now we have obviously our evil guy, and now they're gonna introduce an even worse evil guy and make our evil guy feel closer to us. But it looks like they'll be more absolute, so it's gonna be kind of cool. When they're done talking here, literally like the Akatsuki, these guys just vanish. Like, what the heck? You totally called that. But yeah, so we thought this guy was Gibeon, and some people pointed this out in the comments, but Gibeon is some other thing. They're like talking to this candlestick thing. I don't know if he's sealed somewhere or if like this is Gibeon. I don't even understand what's going on. But obviously Amatheo's pissed. He's not gonna rogue a bit, but he's gonna just on his own pursue the Rayquaza, probably to prove to Gibeon and stuff as well. And that's the end of the episode. And they say that they're setting off to Paldea. Okay, so let me see. First, let me see things I can ask you. So first thing is,